Hello, interghost here with the finisher, and today's game is Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, another Nintendo Switch game. I've been playing quite a lot of them, as you as you can tell, and this one is something a little bit different. It's a remake of a Master System game, and this was a game I used to play quite a bit. I think it was at my friend Paul's house, I think, and he had it on the Master System, and it was one of those games which really blew me away. I wasn't really a Sega fan, and I didn't really play that many Sega games back in the day. It's more Nintendo for me. But to find a sort of action role-play platformer game which you could progress, you could upgrade your weapons and unlock new things, was quite unusual on the Sega, and playing this game back then was great fun. And when I saw that they made a remake of it, a bit like the Zelda game I spoke about, I was a bit dubious about it. I looked at it and the graphics, I thought, oh no, it's not, it's gone too far away from the original. But I saw this on Facebook on a group I'm on where you can swap Switch games. So I've swapped a game for this one because I wanted to give it a go and just see what it was like. Now I'm really glad that I did. This is an amazing game. It's really fun. It's quite challenging, and if you like old school platformers, you're going to love this game. Now the best thing about this game is you can switch between this game and the original game on the fly as you're playing the game, which is amazing. It works so well, and it works so much better than I thought it was going to work. Literally by clicking the R button, I think it is, the screen will fade across and it will just change to the old game. Click it again and it'll just fade back again. And you can do that at any point. You could be in mid-jump, you could be swimming, you can be flying. Just click the button, it'll switch straight to the original game. Also, if you click down on one of the sticks, it'll change from the new music to the old music. So you can literally play the old game on the Switch if you want to, all the way through. Or you can switch it between either one. And I just thought that was so clever, and they've actually mapped it exactly to the original game. The new graphics are really well done, and to be fair, I did play most of the game in the new graphics, which I'm quite surprised, because I originally thought that the graphics weren't that great and I didn't like the way they went. But it's it's very cartoony. It's like playing a like a cartoon, really. You can also choose to be a boy or a girl at the start, whereas the original is just a boy. If you've never played Dragon's Trap, thought I got it wrong. There's several Wonder Boy games, but yeah, if you've never played it, you start off as the hero at the start, which is joining on from the game before, and then you lose all your powers and you get transformed into a mouse. I think the first one is. Yeah, it might be a mouse, it might be a dragon, but basically you get changed into another creature, and you have to go through the town, through the levels as that creature. Each creature has a different special ability, and after you beat a boss, you get changed into another creature, and then eventually, near sort of about 3/4 way through the game, you have the ability to change into any of the creatures to try and get to different locations. The mouse can climb up walls and go through small holes. You've got the dragon who can fire fireballs across the whole level. You've got the hawk, which can obviously fly up to places you can't reach. You've got the lion who can smash blocks, and you've got the I think it's called Piranha Man, which is like a swimming guy who obviously other characters you can walk along the bottom of the water, but with the Piranha guy you can swim up to bits you couldn't reach before. And it makes for a really interesting game. Lots of hidden places you can go, lots of upgrades to your armor, your sword, and you get lots of sort of special weapons, like you can throw little tornadoes and fireballs and lightning and that sort of stuff. And you can go to shops, buy stuff, and you have got a sort of, you can choose which level you want to do next, but also, like a lot of good platformer games, when you unlock bits, you can go back to levels you've been to before you couldn't access bits, and find new ways through. This was a challenge. I did look up something online which showed, because I got stuck on a bit, and it did show you like a little, it's sort of like a cheat, but it's not really, where you can go through a level, it's like a desert level, and you get to the end and you go into a room, and if you've got the lion character, you can smash through the floor and you can collect up extra gold and potions, which work as basically, a potion is if you die it recovers you, so it has a chest in there which gives you potions. Once you know where that room is, it makes the game a lot easier. It's still a challenge, but before you go onto a hard level, you go down to this desert, you pick up all the extra bonuses and then start the level, so you start with a bit of an advantage and you're not going to die so easily. Once I had that, then I pretty much got through the game. The bosses aren't too hard, they have patterns, but once you know the pattern, it's quite easy to kill them. And I just like games where, you know, you can get stuck or it's a challenge, but you're always moving forwards. I hate games where you get to a level and it's so hard you just think, no, I'm not playing this anymore. Or again, on the flip side of that, I hate games where you just run through everything and it's just too easy. So this has got the balance just right. The length of the game is perfect. It doesn't last too long. I completed it in a couple of weeks, and I would highly recommend it if you're into retro games or platform games or action role-play type games. Then you're really going to enjoy this. So yeah, that is Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap, or you can pick it up on the Master System. This one's on the Switch. And just before I go, I just want to show, I love it when they do like Switch reversible boxes. So you've got, this is the new style, that's the old style. You can switch them around. Yeah, nice little touch. So I'd highly recommend you pick up this game if you're into that sort of platform action role-playing thing. Thanks for watching. I'll do another finisher soon. Cheers.